Hello Aquarius, this is Joe, and I'm here to do your mid-month October 2020 general tarot reading. Alright, so this is an intuitive reading, and so it's not going to be for everybody. It possibly can't be. So if it isn't for you, if it doesn't make you feel something, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. There's always another message at another time that's probably better suited for you. So don't try to force it into your circumstances. Okay, Aquarius. So again, intuitive reading, and you know, this is open to any subject topic. Whatever comes through is going to come through, and so it's not focused on any one aspect of your life. So Aquarius, I'm going to pull an oracle card, an angel card, and a spirit guide card, and then some tarot cards. But I do want to quick side note and say that I'm introducing some new cards I'm very excited about. I'm a little late getting readings out because I've been spending time getting to know these. These are Ascension Angel cards by Melanie Beckler. So you can check her channel out at Ask Angels with Melanie Beckler here on YouTube. And so we're going to pull a variety of cards, and then we're going to get into your message, Aquarius. So messages, most of them have all been about mid-month, have been about healing and releasing things. I think, we're trapped between two full moons right now, mid-month. Okay, and so I think in that is just a lot of releasing, healing, growth, self-improvement, perhaps. So let's see what your reading is all about. Fulfillment. I like that. So, fulfillment. This is a message from your guides and angels. This is the collective of angels, even your spirit guides. So this is about fulfilling your destiny to me. I see this as fulfillment of your life path and your life purpose. Mending. Nice. Like I said, so much of this is about healing, growth, personal growth, and it might be kind of the path you're heading down, Aquarius, mid-month into the end of October. So let's pull a spirit guide card. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so you have a blessing for a mother. And I do feel like this could be, again, about healing a relationship. And I feel like, pursuing your destiny, your purpose, your life path. In the deepest, darkest trials and tribulations of life, it really is all about the fulfillment of our destiny and our path moving forward, because each one of us has profound teaching abilities with one another. And so sometimes we wonder why we go through such difficult things in life, and really it's about fulfilling our destiny, fulfilling our path, but also being a teacher to one another, because each one of us has a jar, and in that jar are things that contain the pains, sorrows, the hurts, the laughters, and the joys of life. And so each one of those experiences that we have in our jar is different and unique from the other. And so I do feel like this fulfillment is coming out of some tragedy. It's coming out of some loss of relationships. And so here you have mending. This mending card is about repairing relationships. It's about fixing relationships. And it's about unconditional acceptance and love. And I do have a blessing for a mother here, a message from spirit guides. So if any of you are kind of estranged from a mother figure, or anything like that, or if you're a mother and you're estranged from a child, or just feeling disconnected as a mother in any sense, apply it for how you will for your circumstances. I think this is all about mending this relationship, mending this dynamic. And so this might be a very specific message for very few people, and that's perfect. I'd rather have it that way than have the message try to aim for a general big collective. I feel like this message is very, very personal and deep to maybe only a few people. And so I do feel, again, this is your angels coming through. This is your assembly of angels. This is them coming together to help you fulfill your destiny. And in that fulfillment is only going to come through if there are relationships that are mended. And I feel like that's really ultimately what is coming through here. So So in your recent past, we got a stalker card. This came out earlier in another reading. We have the Knight of Wands, Six of Wands. So definitely in your current circumstances, feeling like accomplished. And I do like this because this is like going from taking that first step and just rushing toward something, and then you get there and the Six of Wands, and all of a sudden it feels really good, because in the procrastination of life, it feels worse to procrastinate, put something off, and then when we get to the task at hand, it actually isn't that hard, and we feel like silly but relieved at the same time. Okay, in your near future, you have the Queen of Cups, and I do feel like this is a mother-child relationship, or some type of dynamic in that could be relatable to a mother-child kind of relationship. And so definitely this to me is feeling very very successful in the pursuit of fixing and mending relationships, or a specific relationship. And then the advice from Spirit is the Six of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck, let's check that. And Ace of Cups, a beautiful new beginning here for you in relationships. And so again, I did say very early in the reading, before we pulled any cards, I think we got maybe one card out, two cards, and here, and I felt like it was very much about personal growth, about healing, and I think this is all about that story here. Again, mending. You are actually, I think many of you, if this resonates with you, this is all about something that is currently happening in your life. And I think that you know that in this mending, there's a big measure of mutual forgiveness. And so I think that this is really saying this is fulfilling your destiny, because in mending this relationship, it's getting to a higher understanding of personal, unconditional acceptance of people. And it's that realization of that oneness. We're all connected. And sometimes it can be so hard to love somebody that you love. You know, it is like, it's a difficult thing to be in an adversarial situation, especially if there is a heaping pile of resentment. And so I do feel like this is all about mending and fixing that resentment. And you have a blessing for a mother again from your spirit guides. And I do feel like this is very much about that, some type of nurturing relationship. Now, you could reverse this, and it could be a father-child relationship, or anything to that essence, okay? But really, to me, I do feel like there is a specific message in this for some people. This is directly related to a mother figure, or a actual mother, or grandmother, an aunt, or something in that. So again, definitely healing and mending of relationships. You know, the big picture here in this, that this is the focus point of this entire reading, and this is the Ace of Cups. This is starting over. This is having a fresh start. This is a new beginning. This is feeling that sigh of relief that the weight is lifted off, and love and hope can be renewed and restored. And this is what ultimately all this is about. And I don't feel like this is romantic love. I do feel like this is just a deeply intimate, platonic, interpersonal relationship. And so that's how I see this coming through. You have the Knight of Wands in your recent past. So definitely saying, you know, I'm ready to take this on. I might be a little afraid. You know, he's looking back, but he's still moving forward. And this isn't gender related. I say he because, you know, that's how the card is depicted. But it's like, you know, I'm moving forward, but I'm still looking back. I'm a little scared to go through this process. And this is about feeling vulnerable, but being brave at the same time. You know, being fearless. Being fearless isn't being unafraid. It's doing something in the face of fear, despite that fear, moving forward. And that's all that courage and bravery comes out. That is really, truly being fearless. And ultimately right now, where you're at, or you're almost at, is the Six of Wands. This is realizing that sometimes we make mountains out of molehills. And really, this is just feeling that sense of accomplishment, like there is actually some progress in the situation finally. For some of you, this might have been like being completely estranged for many years in the past. And so moving forward here from the Six of Wands, which is really beautiful, is the Queen of Cups. And to me, this shows the restoration of this relationship coming through. And it's like a divine, beautiful, wholesome love. And I actually love this. I love the way that this all really comes out, because this is really a divinely guided reading about that type of mending a relationship. The Six of Swords here, though, to me, is the advice from Spirit. And interestingly enough, I say cards how they come to me before I regurgitate any tarot card meanings, okay? The Six of Swords to me is saying that be careful, because you might be a little bit tempted to cut and run if things get a little bit tricky in this mending. And I think that what Spirit wants you to know, that running away from this situation or putting distance between yourself and this person isn't going to bring the healing that you want and that you needed. So I think that here this is saying to stay the course. I do really feel like that's really what this is saying. I do feel that if you don't really take this head on, that you might be in danger of saying this is too difficult or this person hasn't changed. But I think what Spirit is also saying here is, the change happens with more than one person. Sometimes both people have to change. Sometimes both people have to be willing to give in order to receive. And so I do feel like there's this warning here saying not to put distance between yourself and somebody else. This is all about a long-term restoration in your life with somebody that's very important. And I do think that if you find like any challenges or difficulties in this, you might be tempted to cut and just go the distance and move away from this person. Not necessarily physically, but this is like a metaphorical distance, like metaphorical separation between you and this person. And also alternatively too, you could be at a distance from this person physically, which makes this a little bit more difficult to mend this relationship. And so that could also be what is coming through here. It could be a challenge to the situation. But ultimately, this is saying to work on mending this, because it is fulfilling your destiny. It's going to release you. It's gonna move you forward. Forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about ourselves. It's about setting ourselves free and not keeping ourselves in shackles to a situation, a mental prison perpetually for years to come. And so this fulfillment is going to release you, and in that's going to come some very beautiful things moving forward. It's going to be the weight lifted off you that you've wanted lifted off of you for a very long time, Aquarius. So again, this is a beautiful reading, and I actually really like this because, again, a lot of readings have been about healing, about growth, personal growth, and this is exactly what came out. So I do think it's pretty interesting, Aquarius. So if this resonates with you, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Also, leave a comment. Tell me how it's going if this resonates with you. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more from me down the road. Make sure and hit that bell notification if you do want to hear more from me. I thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate your time, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.